Here's a couple of questions where we're multiplying expressions that include radicals. So on each of them, we'll need to use that FOIL, or the double distributive property. So in this first one, I'll multiply 5 by 5, so that's 25. Then 5 by negative root 3, so it'll be negative 5 root 3. Notice we put the integers or the numbers out front and then the radical second. And then I'll go root 3 times 5. That'll be a positive 5 root 3. And then lastly, I'll go root 3 times negative root 3. So that'll be a negative root 3 times root 3. Okay? All right, so as we simplify things, this will just be 25. These and those two terms are opposite, so they cancel. A negative 5 root 3 and a positive 5 root 3 will cancel. And then finally, this one would be negative. Root 3 times root 3 would be the square root of 9. And the square root of 9 is 3. So this would be 25, take away 3, which in the end would come out to 22. Hopefully that helps you with that one. Now this question here, the root 3, there's two of those. I could have written that as root 3 all squared. And then the squared and the square root cancel each other out, leaving me with just a 3. It's another way you can think about it. All right, in this question here, you've got a binomial that's squared. So I need to write two of these. So x plus 2 minus root x minus 2 times root x plus 2 minus root x minus 2. There. Now we'll have to do the whole FOIL thing again. So this one times this one, I'll put my answer over here, will be root x plus 2 times root x plus 2. Hey, and there's two of those, so I could have written that as root x plus 2 all squared. Oh, and when it's squared, those cancel, so really it's just x plus 2. Okay, that's the first term. Let's do the second one. This one times this one will be a minus, and then it'll be root x plus 2 times root x minus 2. Okay, good so far. And then we'll do this one times this one, which will be a minus root x minus 2 times root x plus 2. And then finally, we'll do this one times that one. So it'll be a minus times minus is a positive, and it'll be root x minus 2 times root x minus 2. Oh, now that's very similar to the first one. So that's the same as root x minus 2 all squared. These cancel out. That last thing will just be x minus 2. Okay, now to deal with the middle stuff. So this one I'd have minus. Now since I'm multiplying these, I can treat these as being like in brackets, and I could FOIL that. I just have to keep it underneath the square root sign. So x times x is x squared, then a minus 2x, and then a plus 2x, and finally a minus 4. That's in that one. So that would be a minus root x squared minus 4, because those two cancel. Now the next term, I'm multiplying the same thing, so I have to come up with the same thing, really. So it'd be x squared plus 2x minus 2x minus 4. These cancel, so really what I have there is the square root of x squared minus 4. Now let's see what I have left. So collecting like terms, I have an x here and an x there. X plus x, that'd be 2x. I have a 2 here and a minus 2 there. Oh, so those two cancel. Okay, so I've taken care of that, and now it's just these two things. Oh, and the square roots are identical, so if they're identical, I can gamble with their coefficients. So down 1, down another 1, I'd be down 2 root x squared minus 4. All right, hopefully that helps you with those two questions where you're multiplying radicals.